Okay, we're about to look in the building line and bathroom line shared by the home and the front commercial building space. We're in the bathroom. This is after the line has been derooted with a snake and a jetter. So we have a 2-foot drop from this toilet into the cast iron line, which is feeding the house as well. Okay, that's a tie-in of water from the sink and presumably the shower. This hasn't been jetted, this section. The jetting was performed outside. At least by us. We were told someone had jetted this section. You know, that white is all grease right there. This line is progressing underneath the front slab of the commercial building towards the sidewalk. Taking a turn to leave the building at the southwest corner where it becomes concrete pipe. A lot of puddling built up here because on the left, this is the connection to the 6-inch line itself. We look to the 7 o'clock position, we see a crack in the line of this fitting. This fitting's purpose is to join this 4-inch line that we're in to a 6-inch line. And if we look at the 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock position of this pick, we will see dirt, residual roots, and a gap in the pipe get an individual shot of this snapshot. There we go. So if one lined up to this point, you can't line the fitting, or else it will go in and disrupt that 6-inch line. If you line the 6-inch line to this point, that would cut this off. And even if this was reinstated, you would still have the dirt dropping in right there. Ooh. Yeah, this is a pretty major connection. Which even looks like another connection to the left, which may have been original to the building next door, but is presumed not to be in use at this point. So there's no pipe in the 12 o'clock section where the dirt is. This location is directly in the sidewalk, beginning of the sidewalk. Now we're into the 6-inch line that's been jetted a few feet from the curb. Here was a major obstruction from the tree. Our view's been rotated, and in this particular portion, the bottom of the pipe is where the water is. The water in this point is in the 11 o'clock position. We'll notice starting at the 7 o'clock position, we have a complete break in the pipe. It's about the size of a fist, and a section of concrete pipe for a second. And this was the spot of the major buildup that stopped us from even jetting through, that we snaked away and then jetted. We may not be able to pass this spot because there's an offset of pipe, because there's a complete section of pipe missing on the bottom of the bottom of this, and it's like running into a curb. We were only able to pass this spot if we came from outside in the newly repaired 6-inch section. This spot could actually be patched or lined. Also appears that the concrete itself, as if we were able to get into the fitting, in the 3 o'clock position, you can see dirt and roots, which is another break in this section. like stepping into a curb. Okay. Don't want to chance our luck and pull back too far. So we're lucky to get into this section. So it's concrete pipe that they used a clay fitting on, clay pipe 6-inch that they used a concrete fitting on, which has failed. So that's 4 feet. 4 feet of pipe there that is broken. Here we have the beginning of a separation. You can see the dirt, roots, and the edge of the pipe. This is at 48 feet out from my current location. This would put us approximately at the curb or a little past beginning into the street where this pipe is diving down to meet the city sewer. This pipe all looks almost new after the jetting. You can clearly see another gap here, but it hasn't offset yet. Another section that's pulled away. About a 1/2-inch gap at the bottom of the pipe. You can see soil there. This needs to be covered as well with lining. The fog is sewer gas from the city sewer. Very, very slight separation. Another separation with light roots. They've been eaten back all the way to the perimeter of the pipe. Another beginning separation, beginning to offset. Almost every joint has some slight offset or separation. It is it's a 100-year-old line. This is actually in good shape as far as it goes. For the grade, except underneath the city street. And in yet another. This one's beginning to offset a little bit more. These all had major roots growing through, most of them. That particular root lived, and it's fairly big. This is the connection, which is the city stub. It's got a slight offset, and but it's still intact. Probably the most expensive part of the system. And the running water is the city sewer. We'll review everything on our way back. well. And here's our concrete again.
Let's just find out what position that is.
Have to let the water get there. It's in the bottom position. See how it gets over this. So it would be the 12 o'clock position in our view. We follow along with the water to see if objects can pass this spot. Got a lot of buildup of water. There's just nothing left of this fitting. Back to our junction again. The real key to this particular junction is a 6-inch pipe with what looks like our connection and another connection opposed to it. If that connection is live, which I don't believe is, then it can be lined over. But even a reinstatement from our camera view, the lining may not cover up this particular pipe. It would not. It would do an opening approximately where that one is, and all of this would still need to be repaired. This is bad anyway. It should be, holding it. This pipe has lowered itself from that pipe, and it's created a jump that I'm forcing over right here. So this line itself is still for the house and the business back up. This is a 4-inch pipe that should not be submerged right now.